the topic made me, a very controversial idea came into my mind while I've been analyzing it, that, first of all, they're very, very similar, and I think we will see an explosion of M&A in DeFi as well. And ideally, every protocol from a business perspective, they want to like monopolize and strengthen their position, and M&A is an ultimate perfect tool how you can scale and, expand your product line and, grow on a long-term horizon. So, I think they're very, very similar, and we will see more of it coming with like some special features. If you look at the, what centralized exchanges are doing, I think we'll see a similar pattern with, on a protocol level and on a DeFi level. Everyone is looking to acquire like wallets and, some kind of apps with traction, maybe media things. At least that's what like Binance, Coinbase, FTX, and those colossal companies are doing. Personally, for DeFi, I'm very, very excited that, the M&As are going to be way more transparent. Everything's going to be done publicly, and there will be like less mind games, less, special terms and conditions, and, the people will have to vote, and like their voice will be heard. We've seen how certain like, grant programs for DAOs operate, and if community is really against it, it will never pass through. And there are ways how to make a win-win and, a synergies that would, bootstrap and make everyone better off. So in that terms, I feel like there will be like a lot of proposal, a lot of on-chain voting, different terms and conditions that can be like flexible. Maybe we will see some kind of like M&A protocols that would help to like tune certain elements of the deal structure and, get the community aligned together. So, yeah. People will use certain platforms, like currently that like governance forums and different tools that we have for decision making. At the same time, it's all about like values. So community has to see what exactly the protocol and themselves are getting out of this deal. And there are only like certain things that you can get it. Economies of scale, IP rights for technology, plus, some synergy. Imagine if like a DEX is acquiring a wallet, and this wallet has already like 20 million users, and they start to like trade, and there is a native integration or any kind of like, activity bootstrap is happening. So, those synergies and the efficiencies, they have to be, visible and tangible so the community would know why is this happening. And, there are no currently like better mechanisms that, governance proposals and forums and platforms. So this is like the most efficient way, I guess, that we can work. Yeah. Well, I feel like everyone has been very busy like building and trying to grow and scale. Like if you look at the numbers 2 years ago in 2020, especially at the beginning, the DeFi has been incredibly small in comparison where it is now. And if you look at the, the centralized and TradeFi, it's still tiny. And however, now it feels like a lot of projects have solidified their market positions. And in order to scale beyond what they've already achieved, and get new users onboarded into DeFi, they'll have to think outside of the box. And we will see, more action happening between protocols and between, traditional companies and protocols. Plus, we have this very unique economic aspect of mergers and acquisitions, because as soon as proposal or like news goes out, community can vote with their money. They can sell tokens or buy tokens, and it might have a serious effect on the stability and prosperity of the protocol organization. And yeah, so this is like what currently like limits and what will be happening soon. I certainly believe so. Some protocols, they can survive much more efficiently if they cooperate. And there are again certain platforms or tools that every company that wants to grow and become like very big and very successful, they have to follow. If you look at Binance, from traditional, from centralized exchanges, they've acquired a wallet, they've acquired an Indian exchange, Vazirix, and the same things will happen in DeFi. I would imagine that majority of successful DeFi protocols, they would need a wallet because it's an ultimate point of entry into the, crypto world. And same might apply to certain, news media or, just even like mobile applications that are used heavily by the target audience. So those patterns will be happening. Yeah. I'd also wanted to add that, a very good example of Uniswap and SushiSwap, but, since DeFi community is very, very global, and whoever uses one protocol will most likely tried or have at least seen a competitor or something similar. Therefore, we won't see a lot of horizontal, mergers, but vertically and like expanding the product line, that's gonna happen. I feel like we will do a lot of tests and trials. We need to work out like necessary frameworks and make a certain analysis of how efficient protocols are, what would be the synergies, how would the value be captured by token holders instead of like team and other parties that might have a stake at the organization. And I think even now DeFi still lacks certain transparency in terms of how token economics work and who benefits from the activity on chain. And eventually, there will be more trials and errors by different market participants. And eventually, in like 2 years, I feel like there will be like best practices. And we will see like a huge number of deals in the space.